fucking, come on, expose that part either. That nigga talked about the other incidents too, though. Excessive force shit. He needs to erase that.
You are Mr. Samir? I'm Sergeant Percy with Internal Affairs.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, I'm going to be conducting the interview. You've been named as a witness in a matter that I'm investigating today. I'll be recording the interview so that I can recall the statements. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So today is August 1st, 2019.
This nigga's a J-Cap right here.
Time by
This
my
witness
watch is 10:25 in the morning. Again, my name is Sergeant James Percy, P-E-R-C-Y. I'm with the Internal Affairs Bureau. And present with me to be interviewed is Habtab Samir. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
My name is Habtab Samir, spelled H-A-B-T-A-B. Last name Samir, S-E-M-E-R-E.
Great, thank you. I keep getting the dates confused. I keep saying it's October when it's actually August 1st, just to make sure that we have that. So the reason why I'm here today is referencing an incident that occurred involving...
that shit's so fake. You hear this clown? He says that with every fucking witness, bro. I mean, we got it on video. I keep saying it's October. Come on, bro. You ain't gonna... Come on, bro. This shit is all part of their little skit, bro. He niggas was lying, man. Come on, bro. With every witness he's saying that shit, he's saying the same spiel. This shit's fake, bro. Part of Filthy Playbook, man.
That was reported to have occurred on June 9th, 2019 during clothing exchange.
Herman?
Yeah. Hermon Tamrat?
Okay.
Do you recall this incident?
Yeah, I think so. Does he have a beard?
Yes.
Yes, okay, yes.
Let me see here. Let me see if I have a photo of him. Here's a picture.
Yeah.
You know who I'm referring to now? Okay. Are you familiar with the incident?
Yeah.
Do you recall the incident from June 9th of this year during clothing exchange in the morning?
Yeah.
What do you recall? Actually, before we get into that, on that date, what cell were you in?
I was in cell 25.
So you were in 25?
Yeah.
ME 25?
Yes.
And do you recall, and you were in your cell at the time?
Yes.
And do you recall what cell inmate Tamrat was in?
He was in cell 12.
Cell 12. Okay. Thank you. Can you please explain to me what you recall of the incident?
Well, all I seen was him hobbling on one leg when they were removing him from his cell. He was handcuffed, hobbling on one leg, and I just heard his head hit the wall really hard.
Is this when he first came out of his cell? Could you see him when he came out of the cell?
Yeah, so I didn't actually see his head hit the wall.
Okay.
Because his head hit the wall in an area where I wasn't able to actually get a view.
Oh, you just heard what sounded like his head hitting the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you recall which correctional deputies were with him at that time?
I don't know.
If you don't recall, that's fine.
I can't recall the name of the officer. All I know is they were using excessive force on him because he couldn't even walk. Like, he was limping. He was falling down when they were moving him. He was hobbling, about to fall down. He was moving forward, hobbling on one leg because his other leg was messed up. He couldn't put any pressure on it.
Okay, so did you see him physically walk out of his cell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen the CO rush him, like they were walking real fast to where he couldn't catch his step.
You're saying when they were coming out of the cell?
Yeah.
Okay, so they were kind of now. How many COs? When you refer to COs, that's correctional officers.
There's two of them.
There's
if
two.
I'm not mistaken.
There's two correctional officers.
Yeah.
Okay, that were with him when he was coming out of the cell.
Yeah, but only one was holding him, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so when they came out of the cell, where did they go?
They were taking him to booking, if I'm not mistaken, because he was in trouble or something.
So when he came out of his cell, did they go right? Like, so when they came out of the cell, where did they went right to where?
From the cell, they went straight to the door, leaving the facility.
Okay, so okay.
And so
You're talking about the housing unit here in Male Special, right to the exit door that leaves Male Special.
Exactly.
Okay, so when they got to the door, what happened?
Oh, I heard him almost crying,
Okay, but you didn't see anything?
No, I couldn't see it from where I was positioned.
Okay.
I couldn't see his head hit whatever it hit, but I heard him make a
How did you know his head hit something?
Because I seen his cut.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm asking.
And he was bleeding. He was cut. He came back in, and he had a cut.
A cut, and you're pointing to above his right eye?
I don't know if it was left.
Just above his eye. And I appreciate your honesty if you don't recall.
All I know is he was cut.
Okay.
And I heard him crying. I never heard a grown man cry like that. He was first he was mouthing off, then he was asking for help.
What was he saying? So when you say he was mouthing off, that was inmate Tamrat. What was he saying?
He was yelling and telling them that his feet was messed up. To let him give him a chair or something. He was cussing at them saying that he can't walk.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden all you heard was kaboom. And it was super loud. It was loud. It sounded like, it didn't sound good at all.
So,
but he was arguing with the officer the whole time. They were arguing with each other.
Okay. You heard the verbal exchange between him and the officers.
Peep game though. I don't know what the fuck you talking about crying though, right? This nigga lightweight a cat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? Bruh kind of a cat. You know what I mean? And now I kind of realize, but he still talked some good shit on there, right? Like some facts, you know what I mean? And keeping it honest, right, as far as that. But yeah, bruh kind of, I don't know if everybody know, nigga. It's just Bay Area talk and shit like that. Kind of like he, goddamn, how you pronounce, okay, what I mean by he kind of like a cat, like a J cat, like he, kind of like fucking, how you explain, like a, kind of like, not a weirdo, but, not just a weirdo, but he kind of like, man, bro, he kind of like square, like, not even just that, but he kind of like, fuck, I don't know how to explain that shit, really, like, kind of weird on his own way, so it's kind of like, I'm surprised he got out some of the, you know what I mean, some of the shit he said was, it was cool, you know what I mean, like, at first I didn't know, but I kind of seen him again later on. That nigga was really a cat then, like, but he was really just, like, balls like clown, you feel me, like, I don't know, smoking drugs, whatever the fuck it is, like, he did wrong shit, but, he's kind of iffy then too, but, you know what I'm saying, at least he did, speak some truth though, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like crying shit, like he said, I was crying, nigga, I don't know what the fuck he talking about, nigga. Ain't nobody but him said that weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, and if I cry, nigga, I say I did cry, but that kind of got me, I'm like, bro, this nigga's a cat. Why the fuck would he say something like that? I mean, his figure of speech of crying part is because I was asking for help, like a wheelchair and shit. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like. That's why I say he a cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just be, man, I don't know. That shit crazy. But, I'm gonna let it play, man. Everybody heard that big thump, though.
Did you ever see any actual force used on him, or did you hear it?
I just heard it. And I seen the actual force when they were dragging him out of the cell,
So you watched him get dragged?
Yeah, like, you don't treat a person like that when they're handicapped.
Okay.
Like, he's freaking hobbling on one leg. Why do you have to drag him?
Okay.
He's moving forward, but he's like this.
Like, gotcha.
He has no balance. So I don't even know. I doubt the CO like just rammed his head into the thing like that. I don't think that's what it was.
You see what I'm saying? What the fuck?
I don't think the COs are moving like that, you know?
Right.
He is a cat. You see what I'm saying? Why would you say some shit like that when, nigga, you know that everybody in the goddamn pod said, nigga, that's what they did. Them niggas on some, feel me, some real aggressive shit, excessive force shit. He's saying that, and then now he kind of like, the nigga, that's why I say he a cat, bro. Like, he said some weird shit, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, he's saying some weird shit, but he said that motherfucking, he was on point with the other shit at first. Yeah, that you successful, bro, was hopping on one leg, then he made a loud kaboom, you know what I'm saying, when they slam his head against the goddamn, you feel me? Ooh, and then he say, I don't think the sheriffs would just want to just use excessive force like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't, hear what he says, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This nigga's a cat. When I first heard this, I was like, yeah, this nigga's a cat, man. This nigga's weird.
They're not trying to freaking lose their job.
Right.
So, and they're not trying to get sued, so I already know this.
All right, listen.
So I don't even know. I doubt the CO like just rammed his head into the thing like that. I don't think that's what it was, cause I don't think the COs are moving like that, you know?
Right.
Because they're not trying to freaking lose their job.
Right.
So, and they're not trying to get sued, so I already know this. But what happened was when he's moving like that, he has no balance. and they're rushing him to move. Like they're moving at a fast pace. He has no balance.
You're right though.
They're not being patient enough with him. So it was an accident.
That nigga wrong on that one.
I don't think the CO purposely just rammed his head into the freaking wall. I don't think so. I just think they didn't take enough time with him. That's all it was. It was an accident because he couldn't gain his composure. He couldn't gain his balance.
Okay.
He's hobbling on one leg, literally. The other leg is like dragging. So
gotcha.
It was just an accident, you know what I'm saying? And he got the short end of the stick on it, you know?
Sure.
It was just an accident. Bro, I really think this nigga police too in a way, right? I don't know, bro. Y'all just see what the fuck this nigga just said. This shit is wild, man. Tell me that ain't wild, bro. This nigga saying, yeah, they use that for this, that. Then he covering, he doing the right thing at first. Then he goes the other way. This nigga start making lefts and shit, bro. Man, I don't think they would do that on purpose, though. Them niggas, you know, the police ain't that dumb, you know what I'm saying? Well, nigga, they dumb, man. This nigga, that's how I think. This nigga cope, I don't know, man. Come on, bro. It's 2000, at then, what was it, 2018, 19? Yeah, 2019. Nigga, that, man, come on, bro. That nigga, I know he done seen a whole bunch of shit, especially in that place, too, right? But, yeah, I'll let y'all be the judge of that, man. That nigga's a cat, man. You tell me, man, I'll let y'all think about this shit. I'm gonna play.
In regards to this particular incident, first of all, thank you for being honest with me. Is there anything that you think I should be aware of in regards to this incident? That's
I don't think they
aside
do
of
that
what
on
we've spoken
purpose.
about?
That nigga's...
Okay. We'll conclude this interview.
This
Time
nigga's
by
a
my
cat,
watch is 10:32.
Hey, I'm gonna start recording too. It's over with. Yeah, that nigga's a cat, man. I'll let y'all fucking decide that, man. Man. We're going to Jamal Burton right here, the last one that they got on audio recording. This nigga right here, he like, where keys at? I'm telling you, all these niggas, but I'm telling you, this goddamn county is, nigga, dope fiend county, man. Everybody that fucking, damn near everybody that fucking reside in this county, nigga, use drugs. I'm trying to tell y'all, niggas sold drugs. I don't do that shit no more. But if I did, nigga, come on, bro. This is dope fiend county, zombie land, man. You feel me? Like, nigga, get rich for real over here, right? I was just visiting a fucking relative, nigga. 4 months into this visit, nigga, I end up catching this fake ass case, nigga. I start catching hella excessive force in this jail, nigga. Bitch ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? I was law abiding citizen working, just chilling with this fucking uncle that lives out there. I got an uncle that lives out here, you feel me? Out there. Santa Rosa, this fuck nigga. He a fuck boy too though, he a fuck nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Real cockroach too though, right? But yeah, man. Yeah, that's what happened. Man, 4 months being out there, 4 months into this shit, right? They end up getting, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna hit this Jamal Burton one. This nigga lightweight. He lightweight.
You are
Cat
Jamal?
too.
Hey, Jamal, I'm Sergeant Percy. This is Sergeant Jones with Internal Affairs. Hey, you've been named as a witness in a case that I'm investigating. And just for the purposes of this interview, I'm going to be recording it, okay? All right, we'll get started. So today is August 1st. If you could just sit down, just because I'm going to have you talking to here, it's hard for me to hear you. Today is August 1st, 2019. Time by my watch is 10:40 in the morning. Present with us, first off, we're at the MADF Mail Special Visiting Booth. Present with us is myself, Sergeant James Percy, P-E-R-C-Y, and Sergeant Sean Jones. Sean, please state your name and spell it for the record. S-E-A-N-J-O-N-E-S. And with us today, who we are interviewing as a witness is inmate Jamal Burton. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Jamal Burton, Jamalburton.
Thank you. You go by Jamal?
Yeah.
I go by James. Please call me James. Jamal, I'm here in reference to an incident that was reported to have occurred on June 9th, 2019. It was in the morning and it was during clothing exchange, and it involved inmate Herman Tamrat. Do you recall the incident?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you, first off, Jamal, what cell were you in? Were you in your cell when this incident took place?
I believe it was, yeah.
Okay, and what cell number were you in?
I think I was in cell 5.
Cell 5? Is it ME5?
Yeah.
And do you recall what cell inmate Tamrat was in?
I think he was in 6.
You think 6?
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm absolutely sure.
Not sure.
Tamrat.
Do you refer who I'm referring? I think. Let me see if I have a picture of him.
Lightweight burnt out.
You go by some nicknames.
His first name is Herman. Let me see. I have a picture of him in here somewhere.
Yep.
Okay. And that's just a booking photo. And you're familiar with? Are you familiar with the incident and the inmate that I'm referring to?
Yep.
You're positive?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what you saw?
Well, they pulled him out of his cell, I guess, for being, I don't know, whatever the situation was with him, whatever was going on. They pulled him out of his cell. They came.
Do you recall who pulled him out of his cell?
I don't.
Okay.
I know there was quite a few officers, so, you know what I mean? I don't know what the disruption was or whatever the case may be. I know that the officer, once he was being, I don't know if he was being disruptive or not or whatever the case may be, but I know they pulled him out of his cell and he was asking, why you pulling him out of my cell, whatever the case may be, whatever was going on. And then he was like, just, put me back in my cell, whatever the case may be. And the officer, he was cussing or whatever, and one of the officers was like, shut the fuck up. tripped him and fucking just threw him on his face. And fucking, and everybody's like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Where in the module did that occur? Do you recall?
Where did it occur at? By the outside exiting door.
By the exiting door.
Yeah.
Okay.
To go out of here.
Oh, so by the exit door. Did anything happen before that? Could you see everything from where you were?
From my cell, yeah.
Okay, so you could see.
I'm trying to remember what cell he was in now. I remember. I'm trying to remember what cell he was in, but yeah, I could see everything from my cell.
So you could see his cell. His cell was downstairs.
Yeah.
Right, and your cell was also downstairs.
Yeah.
So both your cells are downstairs, and you guys share the same day room.
Yeah.
So in that you can see his cell door, the day room, and also the door that leads out of out into the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a good view of everything. So what alerted you to this in the first place?
See, there's two incidents, and so I don't know which incident you guys are speaking on. If you're speaking on the clothing incident, then it was when they brought the dog in or whatever. But the incident which happened recently in June 9th.
Let me see if this is one that involved the dog. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
The incident I remember just recently though was.
Let's hold on one sec. I just want to make sure that we're talking about the right incident.
Yeah, they brought the
I think
drugs.
January 14th was the incident with the canine, I believe, after the cell search.
Yeah, that was back in January. You said January?
January 12th.
So this is recent. That's the one I'm speaking about is now.
The one from June.
Where he fucking just, I don't know, cops just, he was ranting, he was talking, why you guys messing with me, whatever, and the cop just was like, it was 5 or 6 of them holding him, or 4 or 5 people holding him. He wasn't.
Where were they when you first saw them?
What do you mean?
When they
first came in.
Were you watching everything from? So you were in your door. So did you see them go into a cell?
Yeah.
So they went into a cell.
I don't know if they went. Yeah, I think they went into a cell or he was out of his cell. I can't remember exactly.
So by the doorway somewhere.
Yeah, but it was right there by the door.
Okay.
Pulled him out, or he was out, and he was like, "What is the problem? What's the problem?" And they kept talking, and he was like, "Man, I'm not doing anything wrong. Why y'all messing with me? Whatever the case may be." And when they was like, well, they grabbed him and they took him to the exit door, and he goes, "Why are you guys messing with me? Why are you guys messing with me? What did I do? What did I do?" And the cop one of the cops just tripped his foot up. They were holding him and just slammed him on his face and said, "Shut the fuck up."
They slammed him on his face and they said, "Shut the." Okay, I don't mean to talk over you. So you said they tripped his feet out and they said, "Shut the."
Yeah, the one cop that was in, he's a big dude. He just was like, "Man, shut the fuck up," and he tripped his foot. Because they were holding him, they tripped his foot and just slammed him on his face, bro. It was pretty bad.
You don't recall which deputy that was?
I can't remember how to pronounce his name. It's a really big guy.
Is it Marlowe?
Yeah, that big bitch ass nigga.
Was it Marlowe?
That motherfucker, I just had a pause. That nigga, this big soft ass bitch nigga, right? He 6'6", 6'7", right? The motherfucker weigh 300 pounds, right? He'll take steroids and all that type of shit.
I remember.
He got size on him.
But Vincent Marlowe is a really big dude. He was bigger than all the officers.
Take a steroid cheating ass nigga. He one of them. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of this sucker. You gonna see he got fired later on for something else when he did some harm to some white person though. They fired that nigga, and he might be getting sued too. But I'm gonna bring that shit up later on. You gonna see why, man. You gonna see something else though. That nigga got illegal guns, all types of shit.
That's him?
That's him.
Okay, so Deputy Marlowe. Okay, so you said Deputy Marlowe.
Yeah, he told him he tripped his, they were holding him, and he just tripped his foot where he would fall, and he just slammed him down on the ground and busted his face.
Okay. So in between the point that they were at their cell and the time that they were at the door leaving the housing unit, what did you hear inmate Tamrat say? What was he saying?
He was just like, I remember something like, what the fuck did I do? You know what I mean? Why are you guys harassing me? What do you guys keep messing with me for? You know what I mean? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And I guess he got tired. He was like, I think he said like, fuck you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Fuck y'all. I didn't do nothing wrong. Fuck y'all. Whatever. And Deputy Marlowe was like, shut the fuck up. And he tripped his foot and he slammed him on his face and fucking busted his nose and shit or whatever. And then they took him out the unit.
Okay.
So that's all I remember.
Could you tell if inmate Tamrat was resisting at all, if he was pulling away?
There was like, he's only 120 pounds, and they got like 5 hands on him. He wasn't doing no resisting. He was, they was walking him to the door to walk him out of the unit for a cool-off, probably. You know what I mean? And he's standing at the door because they got him, they're holding him, and fucking all of a sudden Marlowe just fucking tripped him and just wham! Just threw him on his face, bro. He's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And it was pretty bad.
Okay.
It was not necessary.
Okay. So we have. Okay. Okay.
You can see that Marlowe was like, he was like, you can see him shake his head like, man, like he know he kind of went over the line, like he bucked up a little bit. You know what I mean? You can tell. You can see how he was looking. You know what I mean? It was pretty ugly.
Like, describe to me how he looked to you.
Hey, I had to pause that, right? That part, the nigga ain't lying, bro. Right? They manipulated that part too, right? In the video, even the first video, right? Because somebody else said the same shit too, right? And, you know what I mean? I seen, what was it? I think when it was, I seen a part, right? And basically, he talked because he got his knee down. He got one of his knee on me. And he, you know what I'm saying? And he just like looking up, right? Because I'm all handcuffed and a bunch of officers is on me. A bunch of them pigs, filthy poor sheriffs is on me, right? So, you know what I'm saying? He like this. They said he had his knee like this, real talk, right? And I want to say I remember seeing something in that nature, right? But I'm not too sure. But I must have seen it, but I forgot what part, where, right? But I don't got it now. I'll tell you one thing. And when they gave me the videos, even in prison, that part wasn't even in there. But when they showed it to me or something, but anyway, so they said that nigga, that dude, that the defendant, Adam Marlowe, that nigga like this. After the whole incident, he like this. And that's what this nigga Jamal talking about. And he knew he fucked up. What he did, he went way over the line. Feel me? Big game though. But nigga, you ain't gonna see no video of that nigga doing that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, this shit get real dirty. But Marl ain't lying on that part. Because some other niggas said that too.
He looked at like.
Look, I'm going to rewind this. Rewind it a little bit. Listen,
Okay.
Okay. You can see that Marlowe was like, he was like, you can see him shake his head like, man, like he know he kind of went over the line, like he bucked up a little bit. You know what I mean? You can tell. You can see how he was looking. You know what I mean? It was pretty ugly.
Like, describe to me how he looked to you.
To me, he looked like he went over the line. He looked at like I really didn't have to go that. I didn't. You know what I mean?
Well, aside of what you think he was thinking, I mean, did he?
I think he's thinking it wasn't necessary that he went that far. It was the morning. He was kind of pissed off. His clothing changed. Here's this dude just running his mouth a little bit. You know what I mean? And the look he had was
like he sympathized for him.
He kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? He had the look like, man. You know what I mean? I seen him scratch his head like, and then he walked out the door. It was ugly.
Okay.
It was pretty ugly.
Okay.
It was unnecessary.
Okay.
I gotta pause this real quick. Hey, this nigga Ball kind of funny though, man. I gotta pause, man. Bro, because he be all, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like a, man, I'm gonna leave it alone. That nigga funny like way too though. He kind of, you know what I'm saying? But nah, he keeping it 1,000 though. He keeping it 1,000 for real. Cause other niggas said that shit too. Brian said that, but you don't see that part. That shit been manipulated. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Man, come on, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This shit's a dirty fucking game, nigga. A filthy pork dirty game. Yeah, more like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna play it. That nigga crazy.
I can understand if he's being resistant to the officers, but there's 4 or 5 officers there. They're holding him. He's handcuffed. You know what I mean? He's only 120 pounds. He wasn't struggling with them or doing any type of shit like that. And he just fucking, the way he just swept his feet and just fucking slammed him on his face was just not necessary.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty. You did make reference that you recall an incident in January.
Yeah, that was
after the you said there was a canine search.
Yeah.
And you did you observe? Were you guys in the same cells then?
No, we can't cell up here.
Okay, so we're in January. That was, I believe it was January. Let me just pull this up real quick. I believe it was January 14th.
Yeah.
Another incident, excessive force on me.
You know, so happens to be, you can call it what you want, but they came in for a general search with the dog. Well, the only 2 people they pulled out, there's the only 2 brothers is there, out me and him.
Preach.
You know what I mean? And the dogs lit all over. You wondering why you only pulled out the 2 black people in the whole unit. You know, with the dog. You know, you come in there for a search, but you only pull out us 2. Everybody else, they pull out. So that was just one of the incidents that happened back in January.
Do you recall any details involving that incident that involved inmate Tamrant back on January 14th?